Gautama Buddha was born into a wealthy family in Nepal over 2,500 years ago. His father, Suddhodana, was the chief of the Sakya clan, and his mother, Maya, was a princess. He had an older sister, Mahapajapati Gautami, and a younger half-brother, Nanda. Buddha's childhood was one of privilege and luxury. He grew up in his father's palace with hundreds of servants to attend to his every need. As a young man, he married Yasodhara and had a son, Rahul. However, Buddha began to feel restless and dissatisfied with his life of luxury and decided to leave home in search of answers. He renounced his wealth and became a wandering ascetic, living a life of poverty and self-denial. He spent 6 years meditating and searching for answers, but he still could not find what he was looking for. Finally, he attained enlightenment under a tree and became the Buddha. He then spent the rest of his life teaching others about the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. The Four Noble Truths are that life is suffering, that suffering is caused by attachment, that suffering can be ended by letting go of attachment, and that there is a path to letting go of attachment. The Eightfold Path is a path of right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Buddha taught that following the Eightfold Path will lead to the end of suffering. Gautama Buddha died in Kushinagar, India in 483 BCE. He was 80 years old. The cause of his death is unknown, but it is believed that he may have succumbed to an illness or poison. Buddha's body was cremated and his ashes were distributed among his followers. His tomb is located in Kushinagar and is a popular pilgrimage site for Buddhists. Buddha's death was a significant event in the history of Buddhism. It marked the end of the founder's life and the beginning of the propagation of his teachings. When Gautama Buddha died, his followers placed his remains in a stupa. A stupa is a Buddhist monument used to enshrine relics of the Buddha or his disciples. The first stupas were built in India and Sri Lanka during the 3rd century BCE. Today, stupas can be found throughout Asia. Buddhism is practiced throughout the world, with the majority of practitioners living in Asia. His teachings have helped millions of people throughout the world find inner peace and happiness. Buddha was born into a wealthy family, but he gave up his comfortable life to search for truth and meaning. After many years of study and meditation, he finally attained enlightenment. Buddha then spent the rest of his life teaching others what he had learned so that they too could find peace.